What's up, guys? This is Mimi Pantalones, and this is going to finally, 4 months later, be my Q&A for 100 subscribers. Hopefully I can edit a little 100 right here, real exciting. Thank you guys so much for helping me hit this. I've been putting off making the video for a while. I was trying to get a tripod set up for a different camera because I didn't want to use my webcam for it for quality. But here we are, I got one and we're gonna go for it. So we will just start off with a very simple, what made me start YouTube? A lot of it was just, you know, I already didn't shut up when I played video games with friends nearby. So that made it very easy to think, well, I can just do some Let's Plays and kind of share it out and it'll be fun. But a lot of it is, a lot of the people that are closest to me deal with things like anxiety and have told me that having this kind of background noise is super beneficial from people like Game Grumps or Super Mega, things like that, where it's something entertaining but balanced relatively well, because Aaron can yell a lot in Game Grumps, but like the audio is balanced very nicely because they're good at their jobs. And having that in the background is a nice distraction to keep like your brain kind of working essentially so that it's not going off. And I know that's not a be-all catch-all for everyone that deals with things like that, but if I can help even one person being that perfect background noise, that's really my whole goal. So that's why I keep my single players really mellow. They're funny-ish, I like to think, but they're really designed to be that perfect amount of something going on that you can pay attention to or not pay attention to depending what you need. And that's why my multiplayers are a little more rowdy, is if you're in a mood for that, then I have a thing for that as well. So that's really the reasoning behind it. If I can help at least one person, that's really all I'm aiming for here. So I hope that that's helping someone. Okay, what is my favorite thing that I've recorded so far on my channel? I am gonna go ahead and break that down into single and multiplayer because I don't think it's fair to put them side by side. My favorite multiplayer that I've played on the channel is definitely Super Mario 3D World with Steven. I fucking love Steven. He's been one of my friends for like 8 years now. He's incredible. And he was very iffy to do this with me at first. He streamed for a while and found that he had an issue like talking when he knew like everything was on him. So I'm just super excited that he gave me the opportunity to play with him. I have so much fun on those. I am planning to bring him back, even if I have to drag him by his ankles back into the studio to play more 3D World with me. But that's definitely one that I've had the most amount of fun with. But single player, I'm gonna have to say Sekiro so far. I can't believe it's the one I'm playing currently, but I've never played something this challenging. And it's incredibly rewarding. It's the most frustrating thing I've ever put myself through on purpose for the content, I guess. But it's so much fun. I literally changed the background on my computer to be Sekiro, and I think I'm gonna try and play Bloodborne. Maybe, I'm not sure if I'll do it on the channel or anything, but it's by the same creators, and it's all about being aggressive, which is literally all I do in video games anyway. So far that's definitely been the most fun. Single player, I'm gonna say honorable mention to Resident Evil 2 because I didn't actually play that, but it was very fun. Even if terrifying, but very fun. Okay, another one is what video games am I hoping to play? Definitely all of the Sly Cooper series. I already beat Thievius Raccoonus. I've actually already started Band of Thieves recorded, I just haven't put it out yet. Then Honor Among Thieves and Thieves in Time. So all of those are gonna be played on my channel at some point. It is my absolute favorite game series and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. But Ghost of Tsushima? All about it. Can't wait for that to come out. Of course it's still made by Sucker Punch, who I guess we can assume is my favorite production company. But 100% that's coming on my channel when that comes out. Day one, I will have it at the midnight release. I don't care what day of the week it is. I'm getting it, I'm recording one, and I'm immediately putting it out. Maybe I'll even stream it, depending who's living with me. We'll see, but definitely those are what I'm looking forward to. There's gonna be some other things coming up as well, but those are the ones that 100% no matter what are gonna be on my channel. Look at the baby! There's a Midna. There's a good Midna. Yeah. Okay. Oops. Okay, this is a fun one. Ooh. What is the worst game I've ever played? Video game specifically. The worst one that I've seen played is Hollow. That has a whole 2 episodes up on my channel and gave us no direction or pointers to do anything. That was terrible. And the second one is coming out, so we will have to play that as well. But I think the worst one that I've played personally is probably Legend of Kay, and not because of the gameplay. The gameplay is really fun. I really like the platforming, and I like that I got to be a cat. That was super cool. But it was real racisty. That's why it didn't go anywhere else on my channel. Super uncomfortable with like the real weird, terrible stereotypes they were putting in that. So I'm gonna say that's the worst one, not for gameplay, but just as a game, definitely the worst one. All right, here's a very interesting one that I had to think about a lot. What is the weirdest video I've watched on YouTube? I feel like I have to give the context of when I watched this. I was maybe 13, and I'm not gonna say the internet was like new, but like my internet at home was really crappy. So I hadn't explored it much. It took too long to load anything, and I was super frustrated by it. I didn't understand the hype. But there was like an art piece, like visual art, that was called Sadler Wells. And I'm sure everyone will know exactly what I'm talking about, even just from that. But long story short, one of my friends searched something on YouTube at their house when I was over and pulled this up and goes, "You need to watch this." And all it was a guy on a skateboard humping his way across a stage. And to childhood me, who was just this innocent little flower, no idea what was going on with that. I didn't even know what that motion was. It was the weirdest thing I had ever seen. And it still sticks out as that. I mean, I've probably seen much weirder things by this point, but that I think is the one that stands out as, at the point in time that it was seen, the weirdest thing I had seen on YouTube. Okay, this is a fun one. What is the most useless skill that I have? Super easy answer, I can lick my nose. There it is. It's now wet, but absolutely no purpose to that. Doesn't serve anything helpful. I have other weird skills, but they can be useful. That one does jack shit for anyone, so that's my absolute most useless skill. I hope you enjoyed it. I shared it out with you guys. Oh, other than I can turn my leg around 180 degrees inside. So like from here I can like go like that all the way in. That's a really useless one too. But it's fun as a party trick. It really grosses people out. I can't really get it on camera though. But yeah, those are probably my 2, I guess. You guys get a bonus one. Okay, interesting one. Had to put a lot of thought into this. If you were sucked into a game like Jumanji, what game would I choose to be sucked into? Now, I'm going to assume, using Jumanji as the example, that it cannot be a video game, because that would be a whole different story. But if I had to be sucked into like a tabletop game, board game, that is not like a D&D kind of thing, just fucking Jumanji, man. I'd do it. I'm not gonna get in any weirder scenarios than that. And other things are like boring or monotonous, like Monopoly. Who would want to get sucked into that? It's all about paying taxes. The game of life ends in retiring and dying. That's just a normal life. That's like getting pulled into nothing. And those are really most of my experience with other games, other than like that Pokemon game that was there for a long time, and I don't much remember it. I just know that I still find the little like chip things randomly throughout my mom's house still. But no, I think if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna fuck it up and it's gonna be Jumanji. Do you plan on going, or do I plan on going to any conventions in 2019? I know last year we went to Chicago Comic-Con, so we went to C2E2 with a couple friends, and it was super, super fun. It wasn't terribly, terribly expensive, which was nice, but it was definitely a like save up, request off months in advance kind of thing. I don't think that financially we're gonna be able to do any conventions this year, just because we have like some roommates moving out and like roommates moving in, and there's this period where we'll be splitting the rent, just Austin and I, for a little while, and it's gonna make it just a little tough to save up extra to do something like that. So as of right now, it's looking like a no, but if that does change, I'll be sure to let you guys know. What is my favorite TV series of all time? that is extremely hard because it always changes. I like cooking shows for a while, and then, you know what? I don't think it's gonna change. I just realized what it is. It is Shokugeki no Soma, and it is an anime. And I don't really watch anime all that much, but it's a cooking anime where it's all about the recipes on it. And if you watch it, I know you're gonna judge me because there's some weird shit in it, but the food always looks so, so good. And that is 100% my favorite show. I cannot wait for the next season to come out. I binge it in a day every time it comes out. I don't think that one's gonna change. I think that's gonna be my favorite series, and I'm kind of ashamed. Which, speaking of Shokugeki, another question is, what is my favorite food? Really tough. I kind of have to categorize it by type of meal because I do just enjoy food that much, clearly. My favorite brunch is a breakfast burrito on beanless chili with Fritos, hash browns, eggs, queso, and green onions. And then my favorite like normal breakfast is pancakes if I'm wanting sweet, which I'm assuming I am for breakfast. But my favorite like dinner kind of meal is definitely pasta. It's actually, I haven't had it in years, but it's like these little mezzaluna moon-shaped raviolis with cheese. And then it's in a pink sauce, so a little bit of red sauce, a little bit of white sauce, and then buttery sauteed shrimp on it with little chunks of tomato. It's literally the best thing I've ever eaten, and I hate that the restaurant I used to get it from doesn't have it anymore. I am not gonna out what restaurant it is, because y'all are already gonna judge me for Shokugeki. This is a fun one. What is the first thing I ever recorded? The first thing I recorded and put out was Little Nightmares. That's what started my channel. But the thing that I recorded before that as like a tester was actually Uncharted, the first Uncharted. And I think it's Drake's Fortune, I'm pretty sure. But that is the first thing I recorded. It has no webcam like most of my early videos. It was in the living room of my apartment with a shitty USB mic on a 2012 MacBook Pro that is not mine, with Elgato capture software, and I was playing it on the 55-inch TV because I just kind of randomly decided to see if I liked this. So it was just our normal setup on the downstairs TV with all our video games. And I think I have like 12 or 14 episodes of it maybe. I actually don't remember how many. But I just, you know, trying to get used to talking to myself instead of someone else, and talking about how much I enjoy the Uncharted series. And I don't know, maybe I'll make them a thing at some point. The like audio quality in that is not great compared to what I have now, but it might be fun to kind of, you know, just like send that back out there into the ether. But yeah, Uncharted was the first thing I ever recorded. This is a really cool one. What is it like to broaden my horizons and be a video editor? So a lot of you probably don't know this, but I actually edit for another YouTuber. His name is Strawberry. I will post his link below in the description. Don't know what I just did with my hands. That was really, it's fine. But no, Strawberry is incredible. We met on YouTube. He wasn't making YouTube videos at the time, but he had some on his channel from a couple years ago that I checked out, and we wound up just talking on YouTube or on Twitter about, you know, ourselves, about my channel a little bit, about his channel that he hadn't done in a while. And the long and short of it is I inspired him to start making YouTube videos again, which is just the coolest thing that anyone had told me up to that point. Still super, super happy that he started making them again. I love watching this stuff on his channel. If you have not checked it out, please do. But I had confided in him as a friend that I was actually really hoping to start editing someone else's videos other than my own, just to see what that challenge looked like. Because it's really easy to edit for myself. I know what I want. I know what I want the end product to look like. It's done and done. But to do that for someone else's vision of how they see their channel, I thought would be super, super interesting. Just to see if like I'm up to snuff when it's not my own shit, you know what I mean? And I mentioned that to him, and he was like, well, hey, I'll tell you what, that's my least favorite part of the YouTube videos, is having to edit them. So why don't you just do mine? You know, I'll send you this series I'm just starting, which up on his channel is Pray for the Gods. Super, super cool to watch. But he trusted me to do that. I edited the first one as a, here, let me know what you think, and he really liked it, so I'm editing that whole series for him. He even pays me. I told him he didn't have to because I didn't think that like my skills were worthy of that, and he was like, no, you get paid for your art. And yeah, no, it's mind-boggling that this is where my life is now. I never thought that it would go any of this direction, let alone me being seen as good enough at something to warrant being paid for it. That's just crazy. But speaking of, if anyone needs a video editor, my rates are really, really low because I don't have all that much experience yet, but I do super enjoy it. I am very willing to keep trying until I have it in your vision. I've revised a couple for him once or twice just to make sure that it was exactly what he was looking for. But absolutely, please go check out Strawberry. He's a great dude and a really funny YouTuber, and I can't believe that he's helped me get to this point in my life to be an editor. It's the coolest thing. And I feel like this is a pretty good final question. What are my plans with my channel from here? So again, I hit 100 subs in under a year, which blows my mind. Again, thank you guys so much for your support and just willingness to watch the content that I create. But from here, I'm planning a lot of the same and a lot of different. So I love making my Let's Plays the way that I do. I have them there. Now, I'm not sure if everyone knew, but for that really definitive purpose of they're meant to be chill. You know, like I tag ASMR so that because it's background noise. So I plan to keep that up. I don't want to change the core of what my channel is, but that is not for everyone, or sometimes you need something different. So I have some plans coming up as well to do a little bit different. So I'm planning to hopefully, that wasn't a word, planning to hopefully do some more like one-offs for games. So find something really interesting and cheap on Steam, or like I don't know, just something that sounds like it would be interesting or terrible or really cool. And just do like a nice good one shot of that, maybe edit a little bit further into the game and edit it down to more focused clips. And then maybe eventually holding a poll on Twitter, and if someone wants to see more of any of the one-shots that I've done in a month, I could turn that into a series. I know I did that at one point with Gravity Rush 2, Dead Cells, and another one, and I don't remember what the other one was, but I know it was the one that won. So maybe something more like that. But my baking videos that I've been making, I know you guys don't know this, I've been doing them more. I have like 2 or 3 on the back burner right now that I'm just still editing down because it's a lot of footage that I have to make for those. And a lot of editing that has to go into them as well. It's like the most taxing thing that I do is making those fucking videos, but they're so much fun. But so with that being the case, I am trying to do those more because I think they're super fun, and it's just something a little different. I get to just have background music, and I get to show you guys my other passion of baking, which is really nice, and it challenges me to edit in a different way because it's a different type of video. So I'm planning to try and get those out more too, but I'm thinking maybe of doing something like maybe just a random story if something really fun happens in a week. It's like as almost a vlog or something like that, but I think I'm just gonna try and do different types of content, probably starting out on Sundays. I'm gonna try and have Sundays just be the day that isn't Let's Play, and kind of see where it goes from there, see what people like, see what I like, and just kind of feel out how I want my channel to balance after a little while. But for now, it's probably gonna start out Sundays is gonna be something different, unless I can't do anything that week, and then I'll just throw a Let's Play out. But I'm gonna try and be pretty consistent with it, more as a challenge to myself to see what all is worth it. But that's where I'm heading as well. I'm also trying to think into new series that I can do. So not like a Resident Evil, but like how I have Mimi Plays, Mimi Doesn't Play, and Mimi Bakes. I'm trying to think of maybe a new segment for that as well. So like a new type of content that has its own kind of header for it. I have a couple ideas in the works, but nothing really concrete yet, so I will keep you guys posted. But that's pretty much where I'm planning to go from here. There is my Q&A. It took many, many months in the making, but it is finally done. Hopefully this take is a little better than my first attempt, which if you didn't see on Twitter, I did have an issue with my first one. I think this one's gonna wind up a little better. I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed for it. But I'm gonna go ahead and try to edit this down now. I'm hoping to post it by the end of April, so if this is after that, I am sorry, but if it is on time, then go me. I made a deadline and stuck to it. But just seriously, thank you guys so much for being here with me through this. I still can't believe that this is where I'm at. This is what I get to do as a hobby that people enjoy other than me. But if you enjoyed this video, please, I'm gonna do the like, comment, subscribe, do the bell. I'm not gonna edit one onto the screen, I'm not that good yet. But also, if you wanted another one, please post some comments of questions, DM me on Twitter. I have an Instagram as well, so do my cats. You can DM me on anything, tag me. Just let me know if you guys want another one and I'll try to make another one. So, in any case, thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully we will see you in the next one. Bye!